Hello and welcome to your channel HO Trainers and Dioramas. I am Ashim and you are watching My Model Railroad. Friends, today I am going to start a very interesting project. Actually, this project is a continuation of my previous project. I am going to build my coal loading sector. If you watched my all videos, I think you have already watched that. In a previous video, I showed you that how I have made the coal loading buildings with Walther's Cornerstone Diamond Coal Corporation. And now, today I am going to start the another part of that particular series. Today I am going to start my coal loading sector building, and I think it will take maximum 1 or 2 episodes to finish this. Obviously I can finish the entire thing in a single episode, but on that time it will be a big and long episode and I think it will be quite boring for you. So I am going to break the entire journey into 2 or 3 another episodes, and today basically is the second video of the coal loading sector building. So friends, if you still not watched my previous video regarding this coal loading sector making, you can click on the I button and you can watch that video, and also I will attach the link of that particular video at the end of this episode. So friends, let's go towards my new project. And before that, if you are first time in my channel, please subscribe my channel and push the bell icon on so that when I will upload another new video, you will get the fastest notification. So friends, don't skip a single portion of this video because it will be a very interesting journey. So let's go towards my working table or that particular sector where I am going to make my coal loading sector. So friends, let's go. Okay friends, this is the area where I am going to build my coal loading sector, but before that let's watch the track plan. This is the bridge and river sector. I have already finished it, and from here there are the 2 lines going towards my layout structure, and from here you can see that from this particular line it's a dividation or a fork, and from here you can see that 2 lines have been divided in 4 lines, and these 2 lines or tracks are for the coal loading and these 2 lines for the resting or waiting section. And you see the back wall. From here I am going to use a backdrop for the resemblance of a coal mine sector. So let me fix here a backdrop and then I will come here again. So let me fix a backdrop here which will resemble a natural thing. And friends, you can see that I am just fixing the backdrop. I have printed in a sticker paper, and actually I have I just want to create some coal mine hilly region at the back side of the entire project. So I am using this hilly silhouette to create something that will resemble some coal mine sector and which can be a continuation of the coal loading sector. And friends, you can see a little bit open area between my track table and the backdrop. This will be covered with some diorama small hilly mountains, and I will make that just at the last of the entire project. So friends, let's go towards my next journey or the next step, which is very crucial for it. And now I am going to cover this area, that means the styrofoam area, with plaster of Paris mix. So let me start my plaster of Paris job to fill this area. And before that I am going to cover the tracks with the tapes, I mean the masking tapes, so that the plaster of Paris cannot interfere with the tracks. And you see that I have finished the masking of the entire tracks, and now it is time for the plaster of Paris. So friends, I am adding plaster of Paris, and then I will add little bit water to emulsify it, and then I will mix the entire thing with my hand because I always prefer hand to mixing plaster of Paris. And then I am adding burnt sienna acrylic. I always prefer to mix this type of colors with plaster of Paris because it will create more easy to color the entire thing. And now it is time for pouring. I am pouring this color mixed plaster of Paris throughout my entire sector, and I will label with my hand. it is very important, friend, because it will very easy to create a universal tone for the entire sector. You can see I have just finished the entire pouring, and now it is time for curing. And friends, after curing, now I will open the masking tapes because it is time for my next step, and then I will vacuum out the entire dust and the particles of the plaster of Paris. And after clearing these sectors, now I will start my next job. That means I will add the building structure. This is the Walther's Cornerstone HO Scale Diamond Coal Corporation, and in my previous video already I have showed you that how I have assembled this kit and how I have weathered. So let me label this thing because it is the most important thing to level the entire building. And let me check that whereas the height of the building is matching with the wagons, the Indian Railways box and HL wagons. And friends, now it is time for the ballasting, but I am not going to use the regular ballast for ballasting of these tracks because it's a coal mine sector, basically coal loading sector. So the basic thing which you can found in this throughout the entire area is the coal dust and coal particles. And to create this, I am using this black flocks. If you want to know that how I have made these things, you can just click on the I button. On the I button you can see that how I am making this type of flocks. So friends, I am used these flocks for the ballasting. Actually it's not ballasting, I am just covering the track sector the same way how you are ballasting your regular tracks. I am using this black flocks to cover this entire area to resemble the black coal dust and coal particle throughout the entire sector. So it's time for the covering the entire track sector with this black dusts or the coal particles or the coal dusts, and then I will fix this entire thing with 50-50 mix glue and water, and before that I will spray isopropyl alcohol. And so friends, you know that how you are ballasting your tracks, it is nothing new. And friends, after finishing this entire thing, you can see the result. This is the view of the coal loading sector tracks. And friends, today I am finishing this episode just at this point, and in my coming episode I will show you the entire detailings. There are a lot more things to do, there are a lot more detailings I have to add. But before that, if you ask me about today's project, I am quite happy with the result. And tell me on the comment section what is your opinion about today's project. If you have any question regarding this, you can ask me on the comment section. I will give you the answer. So friends, this is the ending of today's episode. How was today's journey, friends? So stay tuned. In my next episode, I am going to make some detailings, and I also want to add more and more things which will create a realistic scenario of that particular coal loading sector. So friends, I think it's enough for today. Very soon I am coming with another new episode at the continuation of this series. Till then, have a good day. Stay on the tracks. Bye bye.